What's going on, guys? Just a few short days ago, I did a rundown of some of my favorite and best features of One UI 4.0, which of course is Android 12, on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. And now, finally, at long last, my Galaxy Z Fold 2 has One UI 4.0. Android 12 is finally here. So in this video, I'm going to kind of repeat myself probably quite a bit, but I thought it was worth mentioning just to kind of let everybody know what my favorite features of One UI 4.0 are on the Z Fold 2. And of course, this will apply to the Z Fold 1, the Z Fold 3, because they're the same thing in terms of software. There's really nothing to differentiate them. So now let's jump into my top features of One UI 4.0 on the Galaxy Z Fold. So as you guys know, the big thing with Android 12 this year is probably theming. They've done a lot of work to make Android 12 look new, look unique, and look different. And with One UI 4.0, Samsung's version of Android 12, that is no different. So on your Z Fold device, if you do your little pinch gesture to bring up this look here, you're going to see down here wallpaper and style. And if you click on that, you've got a brand new menu here to look at, where if you set a particular wallpaper, you're going to get an option down here that says color palette. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a selection of colors based on that wallpaper. And if you select one of them, you will see how that will affect the overall look of the device as I go through them. Let's go with this purple one. And if we hit done, and go back home now, which it does want to lag a second after you do this. Let's go home, and you will now see exactly what we're talking about here. It's got this nice purple look to it. A cool thing too is you can actually now apply dark mode to your wallpaper. If you watch right there, you'll see that wallpaper get a little bit darker. That's a cool thing to be able to do as well. And sticking with the overall appearance thing, if we pinch again to get to our widgets list, you will see that the new widgets UI totally different. It is now a vertical list. It's much easier to navigate and it looks much better. And you will also see that a lot of the widgets will now have a brand new kind of more rounded look to them, be it the calendar app or the weather application. You just have a nicer selection of widgets here to use, and you can see kind of in general, this more just rounded look of the widgets I think looks very nice. How about something to aid you in terms of privacy? Let's open up our camera, and you'll see up here in this corner a little dot that has now appeared that is going to let us know that my camera is being accessed. And if I go over to video mode here and begin filming, it now will show you that the camera and the microphone are both in fact being used. You may also notice while we're here that you actually start filming much quicker in video mode now. There's almost no delay between hitting that record button and it actually recording. But two cool things there now that are something we've seen in Windows, we've seen in iOS. We now know when an application is actually accessing our camera or our microphone. If we go into our settings further and we look for privacy, you will see that not only is there a set of toggles here, there's also a set of toggles you can add to your quick settings if you want to make this quicker, but you can actually straight up enable or disable camera access altogether. Just shut your camera or microphone completely off. And you can also see here a list of what permissions have been granted and by what app. So we can see here that the camera just used our microphone. The messages accessed the phone not that long ago. You can go in here and see, hey, what is using my camera? What is using my GPS? That is all very cool, very nice to have. If we jump into our gallery app and let's go ahead and select like 4 things there, and let's hit more, and now let's do create and then collage. You'll actually get a collage here that's not just pictures, but is also a video. And this can be adjusted, and that video will play. And it can be exported off of your device in any way you want. You can move these things around and do whatever you want with it. That is actually quite cool for those that use social media. Here's another cool feature that they've added. Picture-in-picture has obviously been here for a while, but now with picture-in-picture on Android 12 One UI 4.0, you can actually pinch to zoom anywhere you want this thing to be, or remove it in the case of what I just now did on accident. Let's do this again. You can pinch and zoom and put that video wherever you want it. That is also a really cool thing to be able to do. Granted, split screen is just a thing. And, you know, for me, I would probably be more likely to have YouTube playing here and then maybe to, you know, Twitter down here like this and do it that way. But however you want to do it, options are good. It's always better to have more options than fewer options. What about if you're the kind of person that might be prone to using your phone in the bed? Maybe your significant other is trying to sleep and you don't want to create a bunch of additional light, so you're always having to drag this down and dim your screen and then bring it back up whenever you're done. Well, now there's actually just a toggle which you can add if you select the buttons there, hit edit buttons, and let's go get extra dim. And let's bring that in and put it right there and hit done. This button now will just simply slightly dim. Not a huge difference, right? But it's there. And what's cool is you can go way dim and then you can go even dimmer than that now. So this thing now allows your screen to be extremely dim, but also to quickly toggle back and forth between normal and slightly dimmer than that. Let's jump back into our settings again. And this time, let's go to battery and device care because we actually do have a new layout for this. You can see we got a happy face there, and that's good to see. But if you don't have a happy face, maybe you can click optimize, and it's going to go through and look at your device and make sure everything is looking good on all fronts. You can also go down here to diagnostics and actually perform tests on all the bits of hardware on your phone. Let's do a battery status check. You can see here battery power where I'm at, and it's telling me that my battery life is good. Battery is working as normal. This is pretty nice to have. And last but not least, now that I've got a video playing in the background, you'll see that right up here at the top of your notifications, you will now have your media player right there. This can be expanded. You can scrub through, you can pause, you can play, and you can even change your media output from that menu as well, where you want the audio to be emanating from. Guys, I'm sure there are about a million other things that have changed on One UI 4.0. Let me know what I've missed in the comments down below. These are just my favorites, the things I find myself using the most. So again, please do pitch in and add to the list. Thanks for making it through this video. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.